Okay, so my case study was on When Prophecy Fails, Alien Apocalypse. The case study is about cognitive dissonance. I have a definition here. Some other presentations have already covered this, so I'll just read it real quick and then we can move on. So cognitive dissonance refers to a situation involving conflicting attitudes, beliefs, or behaviors. This produces a feeling of mental discomfort, leading to an alteration in one of the attitudes, beliefs, or behaviors to reduce the discomfort and restore balance. So this case study is about a cult called the Seekers. They were a rapturous cult led by Marion Keech. They so it started when Marion Keech had these supposed automatic writings where basically aliens were controlling her and using her using her hand to write messages. It started out as her supposedly receiving messages from her dad who'd passed away, and then it became this alien contact, supposedly. This happened in the 1950s, which is important because the mindset of the general population was different at this time. It was post-World War II, and we were just breaking into being able to go to space. So the general mindset of the population was pretty unique at that time. So this rapturist cult anticipated a UFO rapture. So the members, a lot of them quit their jobs or quit school, settled their debts and moved. Some of them moved to be closer to the other members, even though something like a good amount of the members already lived in the same area, because news obviously didn't travel as far back in the 50s. So the group included some surprisingly highly educated individuals with PhDs in natural science, a lot of college students. So then this woman joined named Bertha Blatsky, and she supposedly spoke for the aliens as well and challenged the authority of the previous leader. She used more basic language and had a few differences and basically tried to take over the group. Also, some social psychologists were participating sort of as participant observers, obviously not buying into the idea of the rapture, but they're social psychologists, so observing. Okay, so the evolution of the cult, there was a power struggle between the two women that were supposedly speaking for, through the aliens. And this power struggle caused increased pettiness and ritualism, deciding where people could sit during the meetings, that kind of stuff. They got a little bit of negative publicity, but the faithful endured, stayed part of the group. They prepared for the rapture, and they had some pre-rapture rituals. They believed that metal would be sucked up into the saucer that they were anticipating coming. So they would take off their bras and shoes with metal on them and cut the zippers out of their pants and just remove all metal. They had other pre-rapture rituals too, like questions they were supposed to answer and stuff like that. So obviously the aliens didn't come and take this group of people. So they rescheduled the rapture basically after the first failure. The aliens said that they're sorry that they weren't able to make it. But this failure of the rapture increased cognitive dissonance among the members. So to justify their beliefs, they tried to think things like they saved the world from destruction. um, downplayed the importance and eventually abandoned the initial belief. So what we can learn from this in the conclusion, the susceptibility of these people, they weren't specifically the people you would expect to fall for a UFO rapturous cult. Highly educated people and lots of college students, people that you wouldn't think would be unintelligent or particularly susceptible to joining a cult. And then another lesson is how the people lessen the pain of the disconfirmation and the cognitive dissonance. So they changed beliefs, acquired new info. In their case, it was basically making up new info and reducing importance of what had happened. Because before, they were really banking on getting raptured. If they moved and quit their jobs and they were buying nice clothes or whatever to get raptured in, then obviously they put a lot of importance on it, but to kind of ease their mind, they could have said that what happened to them wasn't that big of a deal, and that just to also save themselves from embarrassment. Okay, so here's my discussion questions. I want to know what you guys think makes people join cult-like groups. Were the social psychologists acting ethically by joining the group to study it without believing in the rapture? And what makes people believe in end-of-the-world type prophecies? Because we still see that a lot with every few years it seems like there's a new end-of-the-world prophecy. So, okay, thank you.